Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips Daily Fantasy MLB show for today, the 24th of June. We're taking a look at everything you need for daily fantasy baseball games on DraftKings. I'm going to run through starting pitchers, stacks of the day, how we can construct a lineup to increase our point scoring potential to the max, foundation players that we should be using as the foundations to build a solid lineup today, and value plays. Looking at pitcher, I think there is a clear number one today, and that man is Max Scherzer of the Washington Nationals for $13,900. Scherzer has had success when facing Milwaukee in the past, including the last time he faced them, which was a 16 strikeout gem. He's got 128 strikeouts in 101 and 1/3 inning this year. He has had a nasty little home run habit, and the park's reasonable for that. But I still think there's plenty of upside against the Brewers for this strikeout pitcher, and the Brewers rank number 2 overall in baseball for strikeouts this year. Steven Matz of the New York Mets is $10,600. He has been excellent in the majority of his starts. Performance has dropped off the last 2 or 3 efforts on the hill. The Braves, however, in opposition today are the worst offense in baseball. They get even worse when facing a left-hander, and Matz is worth a strikeout per inning so far this year. He looks a solid play for the money. Edinson Volquez of the Kansas City Royals for $8,200. Volquez has been much better at home than he has been on the road. He has a 6-0 record in 9 career starts against Houston and a 2.70 ERA. He's far from elite on strikeouts with 73 in 91 and 2/3, but the Astros do lead the league in strikeouts, so he could well get a spike at production at a reasonable cost today. And Jake Peavy of the San Francisco Giants is $6,900. Peavy does look to have turned his season around somewhat with a 1.76 ERA his last 5 starts. He gets the Phillies, who don't score a lot of runs, at AT&T, which is a pitcher's park. His strikeouts aren't what you would hope to see, but 59 of them in 72 and 1/3. But he did get 8 strikeouts against Tampa Bay the last time out, and he will enable you to get involved in some of the higher priced hitters, of which there are plenty of them today. Looking at our stacks of the day, it is a Coors Field day. Conditions look good in the forecast there today. You can go with Colorado Rockies, you can go with Arizona Diamondbacks. Particularly with Arizona, I'd be looking at something along the lines of Castillo, Goldschmidt and Tomas. I'm not going to put them up though. We're going to go with Colorado. Archie Bradley allowed just 4 runs and no home runs at all at Coors Field the last time he started there, but he has still allowed 6 home runs across 6 innings and multiple homers in 2 of his last 3 starts. That doesn't bode well going into Coors, so we will take third baseman Nolan Arenado for $5,400. He's hitting .296 with 21 home runs this year. Charlie Blackmon in the outfield, he's $5,300. He hits leadoff, has the platoon advantage, .299 and 10 homers. And Carlos Gonzalez in the outfield for $5,400. Cargo also enjoys the platoon advantage, .310 hitter with 15 home runs on the year. My sneaky stack, the one I like today, is of course the Texas Rangers. As I said earlier, David Price does have a 6+ ERA in Arlington, and the Rangers hit lefties well, so I do think they're worth a look because you're getting a discount because it's David Price. Outfielder Ian Desmond is only $4,300. He has a home run off of David Price, .316 with 12 home runs and the right side of the platoon in the matchup. Ryan Rua qualifies at first base and in the outfield, $3,400. Good numbers against lefties, .287, 6 home runs. Shortstop Elvis Andrus for $3,100, .284, 3 home runs. He comes in on the top 30 in baseball for weighted on base average against lefties as well. And Adrian Beltre, the third baseman, is $3,200. He has 2 home runs off of David Price for his career, .275 and 10 long balls this year. As for my foundation players for today, my first baseman will be Paul Goldschmidt of Arizona for $5,500. There is a lot to like about him at Coors today. He has the platoon in the matchup, .296 and 14 home runs this year. My second baseman is Joe Panik of the San Francisco Giants. He's $4,700. He hits from the right side of the platoon. It is a poor park with a nice weather forecast. Panik is a .259 hitter with 7 home runs. At third base, I will take Manny Machado, who also qualifies at short. The suspension's finished today. Manny is back. He's $4,800, and I'm sure he's going to want to return with a bang from this suspension. And Matt Moore has got a little bit of a home run issue. Machado is 317 with 17 home runs this season. At shortstop, I'll jump back to Coors with Trevor Story for 5,100, 263, 18 home runs, and he is playing obviously at Coors Field today. And in the outfield, Yasmani Tomas. He's 4,100 for Arizona. Hits lefties really, really well. Has a platoon advantage. Gets to hit at Coors today, 256 for 10 home runs this year. For my value plays, I'm going to put catcher Derek Norris of the San Diego Padres up again. Norris has been swinging a good bat, including a home run yesterday. Has the platoon in the matchup in a nice park. 215 hitter with 10 home runs. First base, Miguel Cabrera's 3,600 today. He has 2 home runs off of Danny Salazar, who I know is a good pitcher, but Salazar is 2-4 with a 4.55 ERA against the Detroit Tigers across 10 starts. Miggy is platoon proof. He's hit 301 this year so far with 16 home runs. At second, I'll take Jonathan Scope of the Baltimore Orioles. He's 3,600, hits from the right side of the platoon, 285, 12 home runs. Third base will be Adrian Beltre of Texas for 3,200. Price, as I say, has an ERA over 6 in the ballpark, is allowing home runs. Beltre has 2 of them off of him, 275, 10 home runs this year. And my shortstop will be Marcus Semien of the Oakland Athletics for 3,100. The A's, looking at what they've been saying in the press clippings, they look quite motivated to hit Jared Weaver a day after getting, I think it was 3 or 4 hit by him last time. Semien does have some pop as well. It's 236 hitter. He does have 13 home runs this year. And in the outfield, I'll take Christian Yelich of the Miami Marlins for 3,600. Yelich is a very good player on the right side of the platoon, and he gets that with Kyle Hendricks today. Hendricks' ERA on the road is more than double that than it is at Wrigley Field. Yelich is a 311 hitter with 6 home runs on the year. Best of luck with your lineups today. I'll be back tomorrow. See you later. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video. Hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups and have a great day.